Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Free For All Friday on a Friday that was the end of the probably craziest, most awesome week in a very, very long time. So, as most of you know, we had the Great American Eclipse on Monday. I took a bunch of videos of that, and I'm going to show you that at the end of this episode. Also, I saw something the other day which was absolutely amazing, which completely struck me by surprise, something that I didn't even know they were working on, which is, let me grab it down here, the sequel. Well, I don't know if it's a sequel. I'm calling it the sequel to Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. This right here is by far probably my favorite simulation game that was ever made. This was the very first edition of the game before they changed the background around and everything like this. This is the most valuable one right here. And I have put a lot of hours into this game. I loved it so much. I used to sit there and play this game, create my own Jurassic Park, created so many Jurassic Parks, so many different Site Bs. I love this game. This was probably one of my favorite games for my entire childhood, next to Pokemon and Star Wars games and stuff like that. So right now, I thought I would do a little video, a little reaction of watching the trailer. Now, a spoiler right here, a warning. I have already watched this trailer numerous times. I just thought I'd watch it one more time, give you guys some of my reactions to it, because I can't remember them offhand. Now, this game, the original Operation Genesis, came out in 2003, so I've been waiting about 13 years for this, give or take about a year after it came out. I've been waiting for a sequel to this game. I absolutely love this game. I love all different types of simulation games. Let me look this up real quick and do a reaction to it. Okay, here we go. I got the trailer. I will put it right here down below, and let's get started. I'm not going to lie, the first time, right when I saw this, I instantly thought Operation Genesis 2. Then about right here, where I see the T-Rex walking through the woods, and the workers working, and they start talking, that is where I knew it. I said, this has to be it. And it is. It is amazing. I can't believe this. The graphics look stunning, realistic, crazy good. Just everything about this game I absolutely love. Creating stuff, trying to make a park to survive. I would always do like tornadoes that would hit the park and things like that. This ACU building looks pretty awesome. I really hope you can control individual vehicles like you could in the first one. You can control the helicopter, you can control the Jeeps, or not the Jeeps, the Ford Explorers rather. But this is awesome. The gyrospheres right there, the monorail running around, the Mosasaur pit, the visitor center, everything looks awesome about this, and I'm sure as sure can be that there will be more things than what we just saw in the Jurassic Park movie. Now this part's really cool right here, the ending. I wish that the T-Rex bit the tire. I thought that would have been the icing on the cake right there. T-Rex ripping the tire off of the Jeep, but nonetheless, coming summer 2018, I can wait a year for that because that is when the next Jurassic Park movie is coming out. I don't know if it's going to be exclusively on Xbox One or not. I can only imagine it would be on every single platform. But yeah, I saw a lot of different comments in the comment section for the video saying that this is just like a remake of the mobile game, or that this is a Jurassic Park version of the game Ark Survival Evolved, I believe it's called. No, this is a remake of a game that came out in 2003, a very, very long time ago. 2003, I believe. Yeah, copyright 2003, Universal Studios. I don't even know. I haven't opened this up in a while because I haven't had an original Xbox or a 360 to play on. This disc is in pretty darn good condition, though, I must say, for playing it so many times. The manual's a little worn down, but this is what I miss about games, when they came with cool, colorful manuals with pictures and stuff like that. Look at all the different characters there, explaining all the different characters, what they do, how they manage stuff, or just little backgrounds about them. This, to me, this was like the highlight of video gaming. But anyways, another highlight of the week was the Powerball winning. And as all of you saw, the Powerball winning ticket sold in Massachusetts, but more specifically the town right next to ours, which is Chicopee. Now, I actually have two certain sets of numbers that I always play, just numbers related to birthdays of family members and stuff like that, lucky numbers, but I forgot to play one of my lucky numbers, one of the sets of lucky numbers, and I'm not too mad that I didn't win the Powerball. I could care less about that because the chance of winning that is so astronomically small. The only way I would have ever been affected is if I forgot to play my certain numbers and the certain numbers that I picked were the winning numbers, then I don't even know, but I would not be happy. But one thing I am happy about is when we picked up Powerball tickets last night, we got a couple of $5 tickets, two $5 tickets to be exact, and this is what we got on one of the $5 tickets. So needless to say, we didn't win the lottery this week. It wasn't the Powerball, but it was something good. Now, I'm back in my room because I also saw another really, really cool thing today. I have to, or not today, but yesterday, I have to dig them out right here. But back in the day, a long time ago, here's this box. Oh my God, that box is dusty. I apologize for the dust. But inside of here are Warhammer figures. These are Warhammer 40K figures. These are a little dusty. These are little strategy game figures that I used to play. I had this and I had the Lord of the Rings. I was more focused on the Lord of the Rings, but the reason I am showing you those is because this week I saw that they're actually coming out with like a Star Wars version of these after Disney decided to license every single thing out that they could that was Star Wars related. So I kind of wish that they had these Star Wars ones back in the day when I used to paint these and play this game, but nonetheless, this is something that was very, very important to me in my childhood. I love painting these guys. I loved giving them different backstories and stuff like that. Like I took different parts from different people, and I don't know, we'll try over here because it's not really going to focus too well. Took different parts from different people and mixed them together to make like different troopers and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of them in that box. There's a bunch more upstairs, and like I said, I had this massive Lord of the Rings collection. I was more into the Lord of the Rings than I was into this one, but I just like this because they were kind of space related. So let me put this back down here. I might spend some time later cleaning those out and reminiscing a little, but that is not right now. I wanted to show you guys what I had because I can't find the pictures of it. So let me draw out a little sketch of the setup that I used to have for the Lord of the Rings. It was really cool. So let me... Come on. Okay. There we go. Put you down on the tripod. There we go. Alright. So, when I had a Lord of the Rings table, it was about 4 feet by 4 feet. Before I get started with that though, it was in here. The table was about right there, and it came to the middle of this second window here. So it was a pretty decent play size area or gaming space area, and I'll just draw it out what I had. If I find the picture, I will include it, but basically all down here were trees. There's a whole forest of trees in there, and there were a couple of paths that kind of went diagonal. And then in the center was not a bridge, but a dirt-covered path that had a little stream that kind of ran over there and up here. There's a little bridge right there in the middle of the dirt path, and then up here was the gate to a castle. This castle had a wall that extended all the way on both sides. This side went straight off the table. This side over here actually connected to a mountain. There was a mountain in here that had little tunnels that were carved out in it, kind of like a mine, and there were a few other towers that were located here. There was a center area with a fountain, a couple of small buildings on the inside here, but you guys get the idea. This was a setup that I had. I had a bunch of archers right there. I had dwarves and stuff like that in the mine, regular people down there, more archers, enemy archers from Saruman's army encroaching on this side. It was just a really cool thing that I had. I spent a lot of time doing those, a lot of time painting those, making them look nice and everything like that. Okay, so real quickly, I looked for about 20-30 minutes. I can't find any of the pictures of the table on the older hard drives or any old CDs or in any old photo albums, so I think I might have some of my mom up at my mom's house, but these are the bags that you used to get. There's a store called Games Workshop. It used to be at the mall. It's not there anymore. Let me turn on the light. This is just a bunch of stuff up here. But in the back corner of the attic, in this box right here, I figured I would show you guys some of these in the collection. Let me open this thing up. I think these are all unpainted ones. Yeah, these are all basically unpainted. I had a couple of templates in here, what I wanted the soldiers to look like, what I wanted the army to look like, so then I would match them up and paint them. I also have a bunch, like I said, I have a bunch in here. My goal is when I have a house in the near future to actually have a little room in the basement where I have a bunch of my stuff. Like I have a very old Lionel train set that I want to set up down there. I want to have a coral frag tank. I want to have a table with like Lord of the Rings or some of these little guys that are in the boxes here. I'd like to set up a table so every once in a while I can switch it around, make a different diorama. I don't know, that's just something that I'm into. I've got this whole box up here with even more stuff, Warhammer 40K, and these boxes are more of the Lord of the Rings stuff, but that is it. I can't find the picture. I will, when I do find the picture, I will include it in a later episode, but over here somewhere, I got trains in one of these boxes, and just a bunch of other stuff that, like I said, I'd like to set up, but I don't really have the room right here. I want just a separate room where I can put a collection of junk. So back to the episode. I'm going to end this episode out right now with the footage of the eclipse from earlier this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys, if you live in America, got to see at least somewhat of the eclipse. And don't forget, there's another one in 7 years. So maybe around the time Operation Genesis 3 comes out, there'll be another eclipse. But enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow for Story Saturday. Peace.